Welcome back, audience. Welcome back to the Multiverse Podcast. I was reading the forum, and a lot of different people have been asking about marketing, different marketing principles, growing their channel, coming number one in market, whatever your product that you're selling, or just trying to gain overall engagement and grow your channel, whether it be on this platform, on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, manipulating the algorithm, search engine optimization, different marketing tactics that'll help, grow the channel. And I'll just give you a high level overview of different marketing principles that contribute to growth, right? Marketing mix modeling is a way of assigning credit to the appropriate channel that is most successful from an efficiency standpoint, from a cost standpoint. ROI in this case is not directly revenue, but subscriber growth, engagement, cost per click, all of that data, looking at how to grow your channel. And with marketing mix modeling, we're essentially looking at the most effective, cost-effective way to do that. So there's several key points that we're going to get into, right? Attribution. Some believe in first touch, last touch, or multi-touch. I personally am looking at multi-touch because all these tactics work in synergy with each other. They're not, in a vacuum. They work together to finally get the subscriber in and subscribing, engaging with your content, right? So first touch is essentially, if you run an ad, the first ad that they see that builds the brand awareness, they're going to give 100% credit to that first ad that the future subscriber sees and say that's the reason why they subscribe to your channel. Last touch is exactly the opposite. Exactly what it sounds like is the last ad that the customer sees before they join your channel. They're going to assign 100% credit to that final ad. And then multi-touch, which is the most accurate in my opinion, is assigning credit to a multitude of advertisements that all work together to push the customer into buying your product, or in this case, subscribing to your channel, engaging with the content, right? So say, 60, 30, 10, multiple tactics working together to get that ultimate goal and have the subscriber engage with your content and join your channel, right? So that's most accurate. And then the next step is to capture and measure incrementality. Beyond your base level organic growth that just happens naturally from, posting consistently and having engaging content, creative content that the audience likes. Beyond that base level growth is what's called incrementality, where we attribute the success, a certain percentage of the success, directly due to the promotion or the advertisement that you are running. So in other words, had you not been running that advertisement, 20% of your growth would not exist. That's what incrementality is. How much extra did you get? And that's an important note when you're talking about the efficiency of a particular advertisement, whether it be paid search, digital ad, promoting on Instagram, pushing your story or your post. We want to know the exact incrementality, exactly how many additional subscribers I was able to receive due specifically to that advertisement. And that's essential from an ROI perspective. I want to know cost and then how many additional subscribers I got. And that's my ROI. That's my return on investment right there. And then with marketing mix modeling, I can then decide, once I have the ROI of different tactics, I can then decide exactly the optimal mix of different tactics, paid search, SMS, digital ads, the exact optimal mix to maximize growth while simultaneously reducing cost. And that's what that ROI is, an essential piece of the business, because I'm looking at cost per click, right? How much does it cost? My cost of acquisition, essentially, for this particular line of business. How much is it costing me in advertisements, per view, per click, per subscription, per engagement, right? And for that optimal mix, I'm getting my efficiency. So I'm not spending beyond my budget, and I'm still getting optimal engagement. And these are sort of the high level basic principles of marketing, how you achieve your objectives within a budget, your strategic initiatives for growth, subscriber growth, consistent engagement, and then that overall marketing strategy of having consistent content, whether you use, I use social media Figma, a social media planner, and coordinate with the different teams in Smartsheets to keep on track. It's called from a project management style, it's agile, where it's iterative, right? So you have constantly a creative change is going on, and then there's different sprints with a specific piece of the baby is being developed, and there's sort of a shippable product at each sprint, right? So it's able to go in from sprint one, but it keeps getting, evolving and improving throughout the sprint dates to the enterprise release, which is the ultimate posting date. So you have to employ the marketing mix modeling so that you have the optimal strategy for promotion of that content. And that's how that consistency, that's how you grow the channel. So I hope that helps. But high level, continue to look into incrementality, exactly how much to attribute to a particular advertisement or promotion, and then you'll have your optimal mix through paid search and whatever else what other tactics you're employing. So that's the high level marketing. I did want to briefly touch on the inconsistency of the ESPN analysts, Fox analysts, whoever gets a vote in the NFL MVP voting. It was by far and away Lamar Jackson. If you look at the advanced analytics, the metrics, all statistics across the board point to Lamar Jackson as being the best player in the NFL. But beyond that, the eye test, as I mentioned before, because football is to a certain level, certain degree, nuanced. So you have to turn on the tape. You have to be an expert. You have to watch the football. And Lamar Jackson was the MVP, and they sort of supported that conclusion definitely supported that conclusion by voting him first team All-Pro for the quarterback position. But then it was a contradiction giving it to a competing quarterback for the MVP. And there's an inconsistency with how the word value is interpreted for MVP. Its value in terms of an item, and the analogy that comes to mind is diamonds. If I have a diamond, it's not devalued. If I have a really valuable diamond and then I have other diamonds, they do not decrease the value of my diamond in comparison to another person's diamond. Just quick overview of diamonds. It's governed by the 4 C's that dictate their value: the cut, the clarity, the color, and the carat size. So if I have, an internally flawless diamond, 5 carats, great cut, color grade D, it's going to be a really a valuable diamond, and it's not diminished by the other diamonds in my collection. And that's, an analogy to Lamar Jackson having other Pro Bowlers on his team. They do not diminish the value of him. So that's, sort of a stupid argument that I noticed Dan Orlovsky, for example, over at ESPN used in terms of value, because he's saying that Josh Allen has a worse team, so he's more valuable. It's not a team MVP, it's league MVP. So who's the most valuable? It's the best player, and that's in the most objective way defined by statistics, advanced metrics. So more consistency there in NFL MVP voting, but then also with NBA and other nuanced sports. But thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, tuning in. I hope you learned something with the valuable marketing mix modeling lesson, high level overview, and continue to research yourself. You stay classy. Take care.